halfling was a nimble little thief, but his lack of physical presence often brought him modern grief. He couldn't reach the counter and he couldn't look imposing, so he found a local wizard who was drunkenly reposing. The wizard waved a wand and yelled, "Enlarge this tiny fellow!" And Gideon began to bloom like yeast inside a mellow. His breeches split, his jerkin ripped, his shoes blew off his feet. He was 9 feet tall and muscle-bound, a titan of the street. Oh, big and small, we ruin it all with magic gone awry. You're stepping on the tavern roof or dodging a housefly. With a reduce to the left and an enlarge to the right, we're completely the wrong stature for a proper dungeon fight. Now Gideon was mighty, but the ceiling was too low. He cracked his skull upon a beam and stubbed his giant toe. The local orc brigands arrived looking for a scrap, but Gideon was stuck quite fast inside a doorway trap. The wizard blinked and said, "My bad, let's try the other one." He cast Reduce on Gideon to get the halfling done, but the wizard used too much components or a faulty word and shrank for Gideon until he looked plumb quite absurd. Oh, big and small, we ruin it all with magic gone awry. You're stepping on the tavern roof or dodging a housefly. With a reduce to the left and an enlarge to the right, we're completely the wrong stature for a proper dungeon fight. He was 6 inches tall, a pint-sized angry speck. He wore his old belt buckle like a collar around his neck. He tried to yell a battle cry, it sounded like a squeak, an angry little cricket with a terrifying cheek. He tried to punch an orc's big boot, but only bruised his knuckle, while the tavern crowd and brigands all began to laugh and chuckle. A tavern cat walked over then with hunting in its eyes, and Gideon ran screaming from a beast of monster size. The wizard threw his hands up and he tried to fix the hitch. He cast Enlarge on Gideon, but targeted a glitch. He missed the halfling completely and he hit the tavern cat, which grew into a panther, then a mammoth, just like that. Now Gideon is tiny and the feline is a god. The orcs have fled in terror from the wizard and his rod. Oh, big and small, we ruin it all with magic gone awry. You're stepping on the tavern roof or dodging a housefly. With a reduce to the left and an enlarge to the right, we're completely the wrong stature for a proper dungeon fight. You want to grow a bit or need to fit a crack, just buy a bloody ladder or a smaller travel pack. Leave the sizing to the tailors, keep the wizards in the pub, or you'll end up getting swallowed by a giant tavern grub.